So we're server. Hold on a minute. She's already hit it.
Wow, wow. Hey, how are you?
It's
It's already going?
ready?
You're going to edit this anyway.
Southern Succotash.
No, turn the card can.
Southern Succotash.
So,
All right.
there it is. Yeah.
Welcome into A Real and a Beer Mayans review. This is episode number 5. So, now, here is something that we kind of noticed, and before we start diving into the ins and outs of the episode, something that we've kind of noticed is obviously there's animals, which Kurt Sutter is king of animal representation and it meaning something. This is no different. Each episode's had a different animal that is kind of featured. This one, the episode starts out with a possum walking across the street. You hear the rumbling of a motorcycle in the background, and what does the possum do, Danny?
Keels over. Or, wait a minute, plays possum.
And then when a motorcycle passes, what does it do?
He watches the motorcycle pass by. Did you notice that?
And then he
They went to the...
actually started getting up.
Yeah.
Did it relaxing.
Well, he was
So
looking
ultimately,
at
he
it go
played
away.
possum.
He plays Possum.
He
So
plays possum. There's
we
your
mentioned that a few
nutshell.
times about the symbolism, and obviously it plays true with this. So
Mhm.
we just got to find exactly what this means and where it all actually plays in.
We think, without diving into this episode too much, but we've kind of noticed a trend as to how this episode started playing out, that it symbolizes how the episode's flow is.
Right.
Because there's a scene later on that I'm not going to spoil just yet, it's coming, but there's a scene where you
Someone
think
kind of plays Possum.
plays possum and then all hell breaks
Ish,
loose.
yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely.
So that being said, we're going to run through this episode a little bit quicker than normal. Angel's asleep. Angel's laying down, chilling. Next thing you know, he gets woken up. He hears noise in his house. Walks in the living room. Mike, tell a little bit about what we see.
We can see the guy, the complete badass that was in the that little white supremacist group, whatever you want to call him. But he was a badass, and so this guy gives him a nice little surprise, and briefly just tells him that he's part of something a lot bigger and a lot badder than they are. And of course, you get to see the lady with her head on a pike. So this lady's obviously this right here kind of really sets a standard for the entire show. Huge shock, and
He walks in the
he-
room, back of
yeah.
her head's all you see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
walks
he doesn't
around
even
and
see
you
this
a head
coming.
on a
So
baby.
this really kind of sets the standard for the entire show, the whole momentum, and this guy's obviously not somebody you want to deal with. But he's obviously, as the show plays on, you get to see that this guy's obviously he plays that good guy, bad guy role. He's a little more of a serious player.
Well, he
He's not-
starts to come into play with the with the mines where he's just drinking our brother's milk and everything, and he came in there and he's just it's like they come up with a deal, and even though the character's head there, what was her name again?
Alice.
Yeah.
Which was significant to him. He just didn't give two deuces that he was on like the
Yeah, he was on the end.
Yeah.
He was working these guys.
right, and he's like look, we can make a deal, and it was you thought it was going to be.
Talk about an
Yeah.
opening splash for
Yeah.
a conversation.
Yeah, because we haven't got to see a lot of the grit that we've seen in these
In the other episodes,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
the other,
Or in Sons.
Yeah, and even in
Sons.
Sons, it took 3 or 4 episodes for it really caught some ground stops, and he's playing suit. It's following suit with this.
right?
He definitely done it with this episode.
So then, moving on, Emily's injured. She's in the hospital. EZ finds out. He rushes to the hospital. There's definitely
Stupid ass movie.
Stupid ass
It's
move.
stupid as shit, but there's obviously it's significant because we know there's more to meets the eye than them two.
Right.
He's not. You can tell at this point this idiot's willing to risk death.
Yeah, risk it all for her and everything.
And he shows up there, meets with her. He gets a dirty cop that lets him in to meet with her. He actually gets somebody that he knows at the hospital to let him in a single room or X-ray room. He talks to her. He walks out of the room. Danny, what do we see after that?
Well, it was
Galindo's right-hand man.
Ponytail boy. He was there, and I was calling it off the top. No, he's going to stay out of it. He's not going to start anything. His lady's in the hospital, not going to do it. What does my man do?
Bro, don't
He
even hold
runs
up.
straight to
He don't even hold
him
up.
in the waiting room,
Bro.
playing with his hair
2
and his
minutes.
beard.
2 minutes later.
Yeah, dude, he's spilling it all. He's
That
like,
dude's straight
yeah,
out. He's straight
essays
out.
upstairs with your wife, and then all fit hits the shan kind of after that.
So then he's leaving. And it fast forwards a little bit. He meets with his dad for a second, and then he's just riding off, and then all of a sudden you see this black SUV. Obviously, Galindo's crew pull up and tells him, "Hey, follow us." He says, "Why should I do that?" And he goes, "Well, if you're smart, you will."
And, you think the shit's going down.
Yeah,
so I think he's done.
You fast forward that episode, or you fast forward that scene over into out there in the middle of nowhere. Mike pick up right there where they're out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, he takes him out in the middle of nowhere, no man's land.
No man's land is what they call it.
Why
you know, so
here forward? Yeah.
Yeah, so he takes him out there, and obviously, you think when you're going out here with a cartel leader, your ass is done.
And Galindo is there waiting.
Yeah, and he's there waiting. So obviously, you think this is going to really hit the fan. So this is something we've all kind of discussed, and something that maybe we did ask some of you guys to give you your opinion on. He obviously knew that they had a past, and the guy's got some resources, so he did find out. So they talk about the elephant that's obviously been in the room since the beginning of the show.
No, he didn't even pause or hesitate. It's like, I'm no man.
Yeah. But the conversation actually goes well, so you're just kind of thinking, well, how could this conversation go well? This dude should be like throwing acid on him or burying his ass in the desert.
Yeah, actually, they said that too.
Yeah.
Throw acid.
But he makes us makes it clear. It's a clear story. Hey, do not mess with my wife, and that's kind of where he kind of leaves it.
I think Galindo's thinking with his head that he don't want to start a war in the middle of all this shit with the Mayans by killing this guy.
Right, but he's still a prospect. I mean, he could have flexed himself, and there's not really, much that they. Well, there's much they could have done, absolutely, but they have way too much tied up into their situation for them to actually just worry about a prospect.
And something that was unique is
I think a lot of it is he just. I think with him being that, I don't think he has a damn flex much. I think he's just like, you know what, I got a bigger dick than you. I don't give a shit. I think that's the way he's like. Well, I don't have to squash you. I can squash you whenever I want to.
There'll be no.
I think he knows
he's not going to gain anything.
He's not gaining anything by squashing him.
He's not going to gain anything by starting a fucking war either.
He can do it. Right. He can do it at any time. This guy's a prospect. Now, he's not a big player.
When he leaves, when Ezekiel starts to leave, guess what's sitting beside his motorcycle?
The possum again.
Another possum.
Was it another possum or was it the same one?
I think it's another possum, unless that
opossum gets on.
The opossum.
So then we fast forward. Now we are fast. We're going through this pretty fast.
Yeah.
So then we go to, and do we have her name? The rebels leader, the female rebels leader,
smoking tattoo.
Alita. Okay, so she's meeting with a guy in the streets talking, and we don't know who this guy is until they quit talking, and the guy is actually like a bishop from the Catholic Church there.
Yeah.
And they're talking major business, and
he's like a major player.
He had a bishop, or cardinal. He was big up. And the thing about that what makes that so significant is if they have ties to the Catholic Church, then they have the support of the city.
Mm-hmm.
Which means this city and this whole area is 110% against the cartel, and they're ready to get them out. That's significant.
Yeah, exactly. But I want to throw something in here that we hadn't thought of. Sons of Anarchy, the Irish, Father, the whole Catholic thing was played out in the Irish.
He talked like that. He's talking third season.
Caught party. So yeah, so he's like.
See, told you. It's back there. It's way over there for a reason.
So obviously, you got to think: is this kind of like is this like actually the Catholic Church, or is this something that's kind of a play with their own organization inside?
We have to go inside. If you ever want to see your kid again, Jackson, you follow the rules. Yeah. Okay, so it's still huge either way. Mm-hmm. The rebels have the support of the church.
They've got some major support that we didn't realize.
And that's significant support too, especially
you didn't realize who their backer was. Obviously, these guys are backing them. So
well,
obviously they got some big players.
If they're necessarily. Do you think that they're actually one meeting?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, another thing, dude. Galindo's. Another thing is those.
Hold on.
Okay, do you think it's so much if they're backing them, which I don't think they're backing them, do I think that they're supporting them? Absolutely. Do I think that they're influencing them?
Dumping money on them?
Absolutely. Are they dumping in money on them? No.
Yeah, but
You don't
Why would,
think
they
so?
have, why would they have like 6 keys of heroin sitting out in the middle of the desert waiting for some money for it?
You don't think
Yeah.
they could be?
No, I think it's more like, the church wants to stay out of it that way.
You don't think they could be secretly funding?
No. I think it's more like influencing and backing and giving them support. Yes. Financially? No. No. I mean, there's just some red lines that you don't cross. And the same thing with the Irish as well. There's just some lines that the church will not cross.
Yeah.
And that is possibly one of them. I'm saying possibly. That's my theory. That's where I mean, just like, I have a lot of other theories, you guys do too, but I don't think it's financial backing.
All right.
No doubt. But the irony of this is Galindo is putting money into the Catholic Church.
That is pretty ironic.
Hey,
Which means, but it shows how dirty the church is.
Yeah, no doubt.
They're willing to take the man's money, but they're also willing to sell him out at the same time.
I mean, what's dirty about that? The church taketh in, but does it always give it out?
Oh my God.
Alpha, that's it. Alpha.
Moving straightforward.
Lightning
So
strikes.
Angel and EZ ends up going through tunnels in Mexico to bring back someone of Arabic descent.
Because of the guy that we get to see in the very beginning.
Bum bum bum. That's my favorite part. I'm not starting on it now, but it's up there.
So when they go to this house to bring this gentleman back, they walk into local state police with guns drawn, and we're not just talking about pistols. We're talking about M4s,
AKs,
like
yeah.
AKs and stuff. Like they are locked, loaded, ready for it.
Yeah, I had a bunch of letters other than numbers in the name.
What ends up happening there is they say you can take this guy back with you, but it's going to cost you 100,000 American.
Right.
And the head of the state police looks at the two guys. He looks at Angel and he looks at EZ. He goes, this guy probably won't come back. This guy's got the brass and balls. He'll show back.
Well, he's
up."
got heart and stuff. I mean, plus the fact that he spoke up for these people. Hey, these aren't the brother. He said they're not our friends, but he's no damn terrorist. But when Easy sit there and said, man, they're not going to have a family either. She needs some water and some food. She's pregnant. So that's where I think he saw that heart from. That was pretty solid. So yeah. He's right.
And this is like the first time I really get to see the police really in any kind of strong, outing the entire time. Normally you get to see.
But it's Mexican place, so it's not American.
Yes, I mean it's
They
definitely.
even said that you're going to respect this badge, unlike across the border.
Yankee.
When we talk,
No, I like when he called him Yankees.
kind of a brown Yankee or some shit.
Yeah. So he's talking
Yankee.
shit to them, so they weren't gonna back down.
Yeah.
So then they release EZ to go back to the States. He don't even get out in the car good. He's already calling Coco.
Yeah, he's
like,
blowing
bro,
it
we
up.
got 100,000. We got to come up with this. We got 24 hours. They're going to kill Angel. They're going to kill these people. So then Angel is left in Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
So they basically tell him he's got 24 hours or Angel's dead and
Right.
all these people are dead.
Right.
Which means
So now he's got to go and try to rely on this rebel cause to try to bail him out of this. Because obviously Angel is a big player in what they're trying to accomplish.
And what's so key about all this has nothing to do with mines. This is Angel shit on
Yeah.
his own.
Yeah. And
He's going rogue with this. So if all this goes awry, he can't call in the cavalry. They gotta fix this.
Yeah, they got to fix it right then and there. And Easy said off the top when he was running around driving, going back crazy right off the top is, hey, I can take care of some of it. I can take care of some of it, but I can't take care of all of it. So he didn't have it on the fact that he was willing to throw everything in.
Coco
off the top.
obviously is thick as thieves with him because he's like, fuck it, I'm on it.
Yeah.
There was no hesitation on his part. Jumped on his bike, took off.
Yeah.
And he told Chucky, hold this shit down. That's what he told him. He said, you hold this shit down here, I'm out. No hesitation. You know what I'm saying? So
So in this, we got to throw this in here because it's going to follow up in the end.
Shoot.
Obviously, the club has some suspicions because we also know that the club is divided in this entire situation. We have a club that's actually not part of this rebel cause, and then we also have someone that is a part of the rebel cause, and they're kind of divided here.
Right.
So they're trying to find out, is Coco involved in this? Who's the rat? And that's the big thing, is who's the rat in the club and who's giving this information out. So, so of course, without going, that comes out in the end. So maybe we kind of follow.
Chucky tells on Coco about EZ calling.
Right? Yeah.
he got questioned, and he actually tells off on their president that about the phone call between EZ and Coco.
Mm-hmm.
So he basically told off on them. And he knew they went rogue, they didn't know where they went. You know?
Right.
So we also know that the club's also watching them.
Right.
That's another little link to the story. How's this all going to play out?
What about the reverse walkthrough of the tunnel and where it came out of, and where was that location at where he came out, and he came out and he had two people in the club walking out, and he had on his garb. He's like, yeah, I just came here to pick up cripple, and walks on in, just kind of fakes it out. Where's his ride?
I would kind of assume
pretty-
that the rest of the club would have knew about this location.
Yeah,
Being able to jump the
the
board.
trail just coming straight there. I mean, was
That guy had a shovel too, so it wasn't like it was a clear path. He had a
No, it
shovel.
wasn't, but it was like noticeable that he was, had like the walls and going. I thought that was pretty cool that it
Now-
just came out, because I think there's more. I think there's more to the spiderweb than just their little side job.
I agree. See, that's what I like about this show, because
There's too many different layers, so many layers of this
God,
show.
yes.
we could make this. We can make these review shows an hour long.
I think it's got more layers than Wise Guys Chicago style pizza.
Pat.
He's plugging something, guys.
Plugging.
He's plugging. Now he's plugging something. Now, with that being said, let's keep moving forward.
Yes.
What we're doing on this review show is we are just hitting highlights that we've seen. We're not diving into it layer after layer after layer.
Right.
So, instead of,
That's what we want your opinion about.
yeah, we want to hear what you think. Here's the beautiful part. They go back to Mexico with Rebel Leader, Easy, Coco. So they show back up, and the guy said, I want $100,000 within 24 hours. They show back up with not $1. They show up with a key of heroin. Not even coke, straight heroin.
We pay you.
And they said it's 97% pure. You can check it right here. That's worth way more than 100,000 street value.
Was it 90 or other? Yeah.
He said 97,
Okay.
97% pure.
Okay. He's like, you can step on it like 12 times or some.
Yeah, he said it's worth way more than 100,000 street
Yeah.
value.
Yeah, I thought it was only fair.
So the guy takes the payment. He acts like he's going to let Angel and them go, and then he flips a 180, says, take them out, kill them. Leader of the rebels, female, take her to the bedroom. She's about to find out what suffering's all about.
Oh, this
So he's about to rape her.
yes.
They're about to go outside and execute them.
Which is a bold move that they would let her even go into this, but obviously it's a very personal situation because her and got a little something going on.
But
so.
did you realize
we're
how
getting
cool?
to that.
Did you realize how like calm, cool, and collected she was, just rolling up in there like whatever? She reminded me of Jack's mom,
Sparrow?
Jack Teller.
Oh, Gemma.
Yes, she kind of reminded me of Gemma.
She
also.
had a bottle of rum in her hand.
Yeah, well, yeah, you're right. I mean, just to her, like, I mean, she didn't have that like I'm a bad bitch, thing to her, but she was like very much like calm, cool, collected.
Jack Sparrow.
I was just letting it roll with it.
So,
Yeah.
so let me throw this at you. So instead of,
Village man.
we'll get it, man.
No, that's a good one.
Did you?
No,
Did you empty out on Danny?
I didn't get on Danny. I would empty out on Danny.
Thanks. It makes me feel better.
Alright, so
If you're watching FDA, we're not. No, I'm just kidding. All right. So, anyways, here's the beautiful part.
We do have an editor.
We watch them go outside. You see a 15, 16-year-old boy kicking a soccer ball, and you kind of got to feel that something's going to happen, and you're like, what could they possibly? I thought they had snipers. I thought they had people around the corner. No.
yeah, I mean,
15-year-old boy kicks a soccer ball past the guys up near the house. He walks by and they go, get the ball and get out of here. They just don't, he's 15.
Yeah, they don't think nothing of it. I mean, it's all these kids have around here is they don't have Saturday morning cartoons. They have soccer balls in the streets, cops being flying by their heads all the time. So that's a normal thing.
So when the ball goes by, the guy goes, picks up his ball. He turns around, he puts on a mask. If you've ever seen the movie Savages, it's similar like that. He pulls this mask down and just pop, pop, two of them right off the bat.
Yeah.
these kids are very well trained.
Vicious.
Then you see about 7 or 8 more of their buddies start sliding masks
Yeah,
down
that's
and
pretty-
just dumping. And the next thing you know, all the cops are dead except one, the ringleader. And then you see the leader of the rebels grab the gun, which I don't know her name. Partee knows her name. Alita. What is Alejandro?
There's no sound effects going on. That guy had a day off.
Jordina. My name is Party Jordina. Anyways, so you see all this, and she's about to kill him. Nope. Her cronies outside see him walking through the window, and they dump through a window and kill him.
Without thinking twice.
No, there's no hesitation. It's like, these dudes are assassins.
These kids ain't playing.
No.
They're not playing.
I mean, it's kind of like King in the bedroom. They're not playing. They just get after it. You know what I'm saying? So
Done and over.
you see that happen, and then here we go.
Good job.
That's over with. You see the leader of the rebels walk outside. And her and Angel start talking. You see them getting a little closer, and they lock lips.
Yes, but you also notice that she kind of reprimanded him in a sweet way. You know, like when she kissed him, she goes, "No, stop," or something along those lines. She just kind of
don't let it happen again.
Yeah, just kind of like a little.
She basically tells him she don't want to have to go through this shit again.
Right.
Like, just don't get in this situation.
And he did everything but say, "Yes, ma'am."
So yeah, you could tell he was like, he respected her, thanked her. Then fast forwarding, almost done with the episode. Fast forwarding, they make it back. You see somebody say, "Hey, where y'all been?" They're like, they start making these bullshit excuses where they've been. They know they're going rogue.
Mm-hmm.
They don't announce it to the crew, but
Right.
the crew knows they've gone rogue, and you don't see them really question them in this episode, but it's coming.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's coming down. It's coming down.
And then you see Angel walk in the house, and the I guess you'd call him leader of the Brotherhood. It starts to walk out. He says, "Y'all, you guys take care of us. We treat you. You treat us good. We treat you better. You treat us bad. We do you worse." And he throws that severed head, and then you see Angel holding the head.
Oh God.
And Angel, hey, it's on the show, so we're gonna talk about it.
Yeah.
It's straight up Tig. He straight up Tigs this.
Yeah,
He goes,
He straight tigged it.
He does.
Yeah.
He says, "You think I can put my cock in her mouth?" Or, and I'm like,
No, we got another situation.
"We got another Tig here?" And then he goes, and then he looks at them like they're crazy. He goes, "Tell me you guys wouldn't think the same thing." And they're all just like, "Bro, no, we're not." You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Then as the show closes out, you think that the shit's about over with. Emily shows back up at EZ's after they've both been warned on so many different levels. Her ass shows back up there. I'm getting tired of that shit. I'm getting tired of her whoring, and I'm getting tired of him going against the grain and what everybody's telling him to do.
It's kind of West Side Story, Romeo and Juliet.
It's getting old.
It's like this guy's begging to take a dirt nap.
Yeah.
This guy just, what the hell is this
He's
guy
waiting. I mean, like, is he suicidal? I mean, like, seriously.
Well, I mean, he already did what? How many years? 8 years? All right.
I think he did 6, and he got out because the cop, they admitted he was a dirty cop.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, but this guy, he just keeps on taking one. It's every show he's taking one risk after another.
His
You're
brother,
thinking,
his
you
dad,
think this guy
okay.
made him just jump on a grenade? I mean, he's just a crazy guy.
Okay.
He's not suicidal like Captain America was. Like, it's Xavier Curry.
He's pretty crazy, man.
Right. No, I mean, I'm starting to, I mean, okay, Anarchy's was a little bit slow for the first 3 episodes. This was definitely by far my favorite episode I've seen.
Oh yeah.
And because it's been kind of slowed down. But this one I was like, boom, wow, in your face. I'm there. I'm bald soul.
That's
It was the best
Guaranteed,
one. It was the best
absolutely the best
Before you
episode
close
so
it out, though, one thing we didn't mention
far.
was the fact that we finally get to find out who his father was. His past.
Yeah.
And this guy's not playing. This guy's not playing at all. So you definitely check out the episodes. You can see that part. It's something we won't really touch on, but I just wanted to just kind of throw that out there. So if you watch a show,
You can touch on it. Tell them what happens.
you definitely want to see what this guy's about. And this guy's not playing any games, especially not with the government that's been putting the push
The squeeze
on
on
him.
him, yeah.
He's obviously not the kind of guy you want to be squeezing.
No,
so.
absolutely
Yeah,
not.
Easy's dad, who scarily looks like Stitch from the UFC. You see him flex his old school muscles.
Yeah.
And he does something that's really impressive. Like, I mean, we'll leave you hanging with that one. I mean,
Yeah.
But
I think this is a great show. I think this is probably by far and away. We're finally about to start taking some traction. I think this is going to start picking up a little bit more. So
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. That it was taking me some time to actually start to get more comfortable, feel the groove. Other than the cinematography, the Animals, the great score that just throughout the whole entire soundtrack, through the whole entire show. But now the story just hit me in the face. It's getting there for me.
So, with that being said, we're going to close it out. Guys, please hit the subscribe button. Please hit the bell for the notifications. This is A Reel and a Beer. Have a good night.